Welcome back to another Jeff Reviews for you. And as you saw, we are looking at yet another item that Instagram made me buy. And this is a microwave grilled cheese maker. What? That's what I thought. Anyway, enough talk. Let's get right into this review. Our microwavable grilled cheese maker has arrived and there is no retail packaging. In fact, the barcode there just says microwavable sandwich maker. Let's open this up and see what we got. The directions on Amazon tell us that this is made out of silicone and non-stick aluminum, so it should be easy to clean. But let me tell you what I thought was hilarious. I was reading through the whole thing on Amazon and it actually says the microwave grill, like a frying pan, is a utensil that will only work as well as your ability to cook. So if you mess something up, it's your fault and not the microwave grill plate's fault. That's hilarious. The usable plate size is 4 3/4 of an inch by 4 3/4 of an inch. So this one is a square. So this product works by converting the microwave heat to what's known as an infrared heat. They actually say it's a patented technology right here that converts it to an infrared heat. And of course, that infrared heat will result in that grilled, crispy effect. These microwavable grill plates are actually dishwasher safe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go wash them first before we use them. It was funny, I read through the directions and they had multiple uses for these. Like they actually had people cooking chicken wings and hot dogs. I'm not sure I'll do the chicken wings, but I might try a hot dog on here. I just thought that was funny. Let's go wash these up. I'm actually gonna remove the silicone parts to wash so that the soap and water can get everywhere and make sure I'm thoroughly cleaned. When you reassemble it, make sure you put this clasp part on one. Both clasps actually go on one, so the part that it connects actually goes onto the other one. I initially put one on one side and one on the other, and it didn't go together like it made any sense. And so I went back and yeah, I put it together wrong. So make sure you put it together in the correct fashion. We are washed, dried, reassembled, and ready. Now, before we make some grilled cheese, I'm actually just gonna try to make toast. I did read through the directions on Amazon and they tell us to butter the bread when we're gonna make grilled cheese, but I don't wanna butter my bread for toast. So I'm gonna see if I can just do one slice. So here I have the bread. We're gonna close it right in there, latch the side. We're gonna pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes and then flip it for an additional 2 minutes. Reading through the directions, they recommend a 900 watt microwave, and that's what this one is right here. And so if yours is a higher wattage, you're gonna have to adjust your cooking time. We just finished our first 2 minutes. Now we're gonna flip it. Directions tell us this is gonna be very hot. So make sure you use some sort of oven mitt or glove to flip it. Now that we flipped it, it's gonna go in for another 2 minutes and we should have some nice toast. All right, so I'm using some caution because it is a little warm. Let's pop this off to see what our toast looks like. Does that look toasty to you? It looks toasty to me. I tell you what, the bread is really hot, but look at, there are some toast lines, almost looks a little burned. So if I was gonna do a single toast, I would probably only put it in for 1 minute and 30 seconds on each side, but this is definitely toast. Now that we tested with some toast, I'm gonna do a grilled cheese. I'm actually gonna do the 2 minutes on each side again. I know it sounds crazy, but this time the bread is buttered, so my thoughts are it will not burn. The bread is down, so let's put on some Kraft singles. I think 2 pieces should be enough. We put our top bread on. We latch the sandwich maker on both sides and let's pop it in the microwave. You can see it just spinning around in there. We've got another minute on the first side before we flip it over. Starting to smell like some grilled cheese. Well, I still have 2 minutes left and I can see the cheese oozing out there. I'm gonna flip it over, maybe cut some of that cheese off and run it again. Moment of truth, let's pull that back. And you know what? That does look like a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm gonna move it off over here to my plate. All right, let's see how we did. Oh, do you see that delicious melted cheese? I think it did a good job. So I have tried this and yes, it does pass as a grilled cheese sandwich, but no, it is not as good when I make it in a pan. I do feel like this press smushes it down a little bit. You can sort of see that it's thin, right? So my grilled cheese is typically thicker than that. I also thought the cheese tasted not as good as it does when I cook it just on the stovetop. Does it pass as a grilled cheese? Yes. Is it the best grilled cheese I've ever had? Absolutely not. I've been thinking for a little bit, and I guess the closest thing I can compare this to is a panini grilled cheese, which makes sense because this is just like a panini maker or a panini press. Now I have to go clean this off because the cheese came over and baked on the edge. So tell me, what are your thoughts of this microwavable sandwich maker? Something you're interested in, not so much? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Just for fun, we're gonna cook some hot dogs. Now there are some directions to cook sausages, so I sort of went based on that. The directions tell us to brush oil onto the plate, and I didn't have any oil to brush, so I sprayed it with some canola oil. Also cut some lines into the hot dogs. So I cut some, you can see the lines that are cut in the hot dogs. Now we're supposed to put the other side on, cook for 5 minutes until they're done. I am going to check periodically through because I don't want to overcook them. I should say before I put this on, I did spray both sides with the canola oil. Now that we are locked in and ready to go, we'll see you in 5 minutes. I ended up stopping it after 3.5 minutes because in my opinion, this is done. Some might like it cooked a little more, some might like it less, and that's where it comes into the perfect time for you. But this device did cook the hot dogs, and that's pretty cool. In this video, we are taking a look at the microwaveable grilled cheese maker that I saw on Instagram. So what do I think about it? First things first, right around $34. That's kind of a lot in my opinion, especially for 2 pieces of aluminum that has silicone on the outside. But does it do a good job? Well, as you saw, I was able to make some toast and some grilled cheese, even cook some hot dogs. So yes, as an appliance, it was able to do a good job. Remember what I said though, cooking times may vary depending upon what you're cooking and the microwave that you are using. I like that it was made out of aluminum and silicone because it was really easy to clean. Even though it does say non-stick, I did use some spray on mine and I didn't have any issues. Once I was done cooking, just throw it right there in the dishwasher and it is ready for the next time that you want to use it. I will say this device got really hot and I was really surprised how hot it got. So make sure if you get one of these, you do use some sort of oven mitts or silicone gloves while handling this item. Also put it down on like a cutting board or a temperature safe surface. In my opinion, I think this would be great for RV life or van life, or even if you live in small apartments or don't have a grill. There are so many different uses for this item. That was my full review of this microwavable grilled cheese maker. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by and I hope you have a great day. Just because I wanted to see what would happen if I shortened the time, I ran it for 3 minutes total, 1.5 minutes on each side, and it's nicely toasted. This side has some nice lines. The other side, it just looks toasted, but it's much better than when I ran it for 4 minutes. As with most cooking appliances or utensils or devices, it's a lot of trial and error to get it work perfectly for you. The vast majority of the cautions listed inside the manual talk about how it can be hot, don't let kids use it, make sure you don't put it away warm. There was one that was really concerning to me. It talks about if this microwave grill plate begins to spark or arc or any other malfunction, immediately unplug the microwave and stop using the microwavable grill. And that is concerning if any kind of spark. Now it is made out of aluminum, or so they say, and that shouldn't happen, but just as a caution. I will say for me, during my experience, that did not happen. I just wanted you to be aware. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review where I took a look at this microwavable grilled cheese maker. You know what? Not that long ago, I actually reviewed an item that you can make your own baked potatoes in the microwave, and it was called the Yummy Canned Potatoes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm gonna join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.